They are grouped into heroes versus villains. Up here are the losers. On the left are the winners, and then these are the remaining challengers down here. So since technically you weren't put in a pair, again, you won't be represented in this fight. But I think you can either pop in while watching the video of the rest of the people fighting, or it's totally up to you. You can pop up later during the next day of school. It's up to you.
Okay.
Just let me know when you want to do it, or just find a way to insert yourself.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, it'll be fine.
Excellent. All right. Without further ado, let's get started with the bare minimum requirements that are required to play this game, which is 3 people. Let's do it. And so we begin with everyone back in the viewing room with Alpha Knight. Everyone is currently getting ready to view the next match lineup, which we all know is going to be against the quiet and reserved Yuji, I believe his name is Yuji. No, wait, that's just his actual name. Exion, with the Thunder guy. Whose name happens to be... I've already forgot his name. Thomas. And then we have Alexander, their competitor, with Monica in her hero suit, right on this side, right over here. The battle's about to begin as Alpha Knight is preparing for the countdown. He looks at everyone in the room and says, "Well, shall we begin?"
I nod quietly.
He slides his helmet slightly to the best as he left it with his hands as it depressurizes and pulls off his white helmet and puts it to the side. He says, "Once again, I congratulate each of you that have come to this point." Hey, can anyone hear the music?
I can.
Okay, good.
I can't.
You can't?
I can't either.
That is so strange. Why is my training music not working?
Oh, wait. One sec. I had the
Because
same.
the music only loves me.
It's true. I was just curious. I want to make sure everyone's getting the good stuff. So.
You see, I'm protagonist coon, so I get them mad beats.
You're not wrong. The god of this world cannot hear his own music, but the protagonist can.
Yep, and nobody else can hear it either. How fitting.
Very fitting. With that, he once again motions towards the screen and then snaps his fingers. As he does so, the countdown timer where the building they're fighting is begins. And as he says through the intercom, 3, 2, 1, go! So the heroes move into the building. You see Thomas and Exion. Exion is saying nothing. He's very quiet. Got this very stoic face on him, looking like he's about ready to come up with a great plan, but yet he says nothing. He just looks like he's got something in his eyes. You can see it, burning passion. Of course, Lightning Guy, he's traveling all through the electricity cords in the building. It's an incredible display of turning into lightning, turning into human form, turning into lightning, and that's when they're confronted instantly by Monica, and where she just goes, "Solar." Nope, she doesn't do that, but that's copyright strike. But she goes, "Flashbang!" As the Lightning Guy instantly covers his eyes. It's so bright that even the screen whites out for just like 5 seconds, and it doesn't like necessarily come back on for a little bit. All you see next is that Thomas is on the ground, rolling on the floor, going, "My eyes!" As you see the muscle-bound Alexander come up and, well, just smash him through the next layer of floor. Of course, then you see his buddy Exion come back, and you guys witness his quirk firsthand. You've already seen Alexander's quirk, but you see Thomas come up, and he, like, pulls back his left fist and then throws it into the muscle of Alexander. Alexander doesn't think this is going to hurt him because he looks normal. And as soon as the fist contacts him, Alexander goes flying to the other side of the building and flies out the building. And you see, like, Exion's fist, like, steaming. So, with that, he jumps down the floor and picks up Thomas, who's currently unconscious, and begins dragging him to the top of the building. Of course, amidst all the walking, time runs out and they fail to actually save the hostage. The villains win in this case, because Exion wouldn't let go of his friend. Or at least his teammate at this point. And that's how that battle turns out for now. Alpha Knight just does like a little bit of slow clap and says, I admire Xion's efforts for trying to be a true hero and always saving those. I'll give them hero points for that. But nevertheless, the hostage would have been executed in that circumstance, so we can't have that. Perhaps, maybe if Xion used his quirk a bit more efficiently, he could have actually succeeded. He turns to you. He turns to you and asks Jewel and says, "Jewel, what do you think they could have done better?"
Do I know what their quirks are?
So you know Thomas's because you actually spent a campaign with him. It was he can turn into lightning. You've witnessed Xion's quirk. He's from Class 102. Quirk for the first time today. Alpha Knight does say it's basic super strength.
All right. So both Xion and Alexander should have super strength, essentially.
Yeah, just one's more muscles for strength. His is just he's just stronger. If that makes sense.
All right. Xion should have focused on Alexander, kept him busy while his partner dealt with the other villain.
I would agree. That initial slip-up and Xion not speaking his mind probably cost them the match, since Thomas went head-on first. Any other suggestions?
Okay. Back in game, what happened was, who went back for their partner?
Xion. Xion picked up Thomas and carried him all the way up to the top stairs. Of course, this cost him the match because it took too much time and it slowed him down.
I will raise my hand and mentally think to as many people as I can. Wait, who carried who?
Xion carried Thomas because Thomas was unconscious due to Alexander's blow.
Xion should have made sure that his partner was alright, but should have kept on with the mission, knowing that saving the hostage was more important than making sure than keeping his friend right next to him. Yeah, if this were a real situation, the partner should have retreated. Well, wait, he can't retreat because he's unconscious. The partner should have been kept safe, but the mission was the hostage, not to keep each other safe.
Yeah. Was Thomas knocked unconscious?
Thomas was knocked unconscious, and so was Alexander.
Okay.
They were both one-punched. And Alpha Knight nods. He says, "This is not an... though I can agree with this would actually be a rookie hero move. In other words, leave your partner behind to save the hostage. The only flaw with this is that if the other villain is still sneaking around, they can easily off your partner. Even though you may save the hostage, you will lose a hero in the process. Either way, it's a no-win situation, but it is a better suggestion than doing nothing. However, I will still have to agree with Jewel on this one. Perhaps a bit of communication beforehand would have been much more preferable. But for whatever reason, Xion did not. This will be something I will talk to them later about. Either way, I admire your observations. We shall move on to the next battle." And with that, he turns back to the screen, puts on his helmet again as he flies out the door, kind of leaving you guys to your own devices as he goes and collects the unconscious students for Bombshell to heal.
Joel's just sitting in the corner.
Brewing.
And I do mean sitting. Even if there's no chair, he's sitting.
There are no chairs, as you can imagine, in this little viewing room. But yes, you can do that.
But yeah. He is going to look up at the screen. I assume they're displaying who's up next.
Mm-hmm. It's displaying these guys and these guys are up next. So who you're seeing name-wise is, from left to right, Justin Birkdale, Jack Bauer, then you have cow guy, because it just says cow guy on the screen. And then it says, let's see, Thor Beldor.
Yeah, he's looking at the screen and says,
Oh, sorry. He's looking at the screen.
says, some pretty uneven matchup. But that's why they had us draw random. More realistic that way.
Uh, Carmine hesitantly speaks for those who haven't heard him speak. This would be pretty shocking, but he actually just kind of pipes up and he says, "What do you mean?"
In a real situation, a hero has to fight even if they're completely outmatched. They don't get a choice in the matter. They need to be prepared for that.
And this hero business sounds really hard. I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, I haven't yet. I've just kind of been forced into it.
He grunts in, surprise as in the darkness of the corner, a skeleton is in the room
Walks out.
now.
Yeah, there's literally just been a skeleton seemingly has walked out, with glowing eyes. I think I said they were. No, they're like glowing green, glowing gold eyes, just balls effectively of light.
Uh, you hear this from the corner. Believe it or not, Jewel, you hear your sister say, "Holy, it's a skeleton! I thought that was an anatomy figure the entire time."
Yeah, I'm pretty good at not moving.
She
Yeah.
walks up to you to start poking you.
Yeah.
A third,
Person who's here out of obligation. I'm starting to see a trend here.
Oh no, I didn't really. I wasn't really forced here, but like I was told, hey, you should go here, and I saw no downfall, and I'm getting paid to be here, so. Eh.
Do you resist the poking as she's now crouched
No,
on her knees and she's now poking your bony knee?
he seems completely like non-responsive. Just she's poking him, and he just isn't noticing.
She pulls out a carton of milk and then begins pouring it on your knee.
I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Yes.
He just looks down and looks at her. Can you please not get my jeans wet?
She says,
This will make you strong.
This will make you strong, she says.
Can you
As she
put my
continues
jeans-
pouring it and then goes to the other knee to start pouring.
He just kind of pulls his leg back and puts it behind him.
She gets like that lolly pouting face. She says, "Fine then, I'll save my milk for someone else. Oh, that reminds me. Time for me to go get some milk." Wink.
God, what the fuck?
She's
What,
like,
seriously?
"Gotta go to the women's bathroom. Wink, wink, bye." And then like rushes out the door.
What the? Whatever.
I'm
Hi.
not following her into the women's bathroom.
Do you think I am? Wait. God, none of them are stealthy. Yeah, whatever. I'm Ryer. He just kind of offers out a hand in general to the room.
Wait, do you offer your hand or do you offer your hand with your hand? Just clarifying.
He offers his hand. He's not offering his hand with his hand.
Okay.
Jewel doesn't get up or shake her hand, but says, Jewel.
Interesting.
I'll shake your hand.
The girl that shakes your hand is this girl.
He shakes your hand, looks at you, and you feel like you don't see any visual changes, but you feel as though he's squinting at you, waiting for you to do something. And then after the handshake's finished, and you know, like you're done, he's just looking at you, squinting. Are you gay?
Me? No.
Huh. Okay.
Out of game, by the way, she's communicating you through your head. She hasn't moved her mouth once.
Yeah.
Just making sure you know that.
Oh yeah, okay. Like
I forgot to mention that.
yeah, it's like okay. That is weird. Oh.
I think you get used to it.
As long as you don't go poking around, I'm fine.
Don't what?
Don't go poking around. You know, in my head.
I need you to make an agility check.
Oh no. Me?
Yes.
Oh no. I have agile. I'm assuming evasive doesn't do
Just
this.
agile.
Just agile, nothing else?
Yep.
Uh,
If you don't have agile, it's 2d6. Okay, great.
I do have agile, so should I roll 2 more d6?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. You hear a boop, boop, boop as you see a steamroller getting ready to run over you. Boop, boop,
Goddamn,
boop.
not to her again!
And you swiftly dodge out of the way. She says, "Dang it! I almost got you again, you cheeky little bugger. I remember what you did."
Reggie, get in here, goddammit, I need a cigarette.
As you hear Carmine say, "How'd you get a steamroller in here?"
Literally, I don't know how she does it. She has this murderous urge to fucking kill me. I did like one thing at the beginning of the year, and now she's after to murder me or fuck me. I can't tell.
She says both. I mean, one.
God damn it. Reggie, where the fuck are you?
We're in a room full of. We're in a school full of crazy people with quirks.
Oh, that's not
That's,
Reggie.
Anything.
that's the wrong image.
That's not Reggie.
That's the wrong image.
Yeah,
There we go.
Reggie.
I should pull it out so I can actually control it.
That's better.
So,
Thank you.
did you hear what I just said?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, I heard you. Yeah, oh god,
Hmm.
you're sadly right. God, it's fucked up. Hey Reggie, can I get a cigarette? You see the skeleton just produce a cigarette out of nowhere. Just kind of like reaches behind him. He just pulls out a cigarette and hands it to Ryer. He just puts it in his mouth. It's not lit or anything. He just has it. Oh god, what the fuck?
She's just like, "Gosh, you're so hot. I mean, I hate men."
God damn it!
She goes.
Reggie, protect me!
She goes back in line and jumps off the steamroller as she begins like seething angrily.
Reggie, protect me! God damn it!
As you see two Reggies.
Yeah.
No! God damn it! Not this bitch again!
Yeah.
Chill out, man. She just wants to play the xylophone.
No!
She starts
No!
playing the xylophone on Reggie.
God damn it! Oh, that fucking hell! You know what? I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Excuse me. Yes, I'm just gonna go the fuck over here, and you two just fucking fight it out, whatever. I just can't deal with this shit anymore.
She
Oh, God.
detransforms and says, "Come on, you don't remember your girlfriend?"
I know exactly who you are. Stop fucking poking around in my head. And you are not my girlfriend. We literally
Oh,
haven't. I literally meant you fucking once. What
but
the fuck?
if you get too close to Sherry, I'm gonna get jealous.
Ah!
A- As you see the girl who's dressed like a basically a magic girl, she just looks at you and waves, but then pays you no mind. And she says, "Oh, and if you get too close to the magic girl, I'll get jealous too."
Ah! Mal, get in here. Wait, no, Mal, no, don't go in here. Mal, no. No, you can stay outside, Mal. No, please. Oh god, what the fuck? Ah! You see the skeleton just kind of like backing himself into a corner and standing away from everybody.
With
We'll
that,
fall
they're just
asleep.
like, "Well, it looks like the match has already started. I'll get rid of this talk. We'll hold off on our love making later, okay, Ryer?
I literally don't have a dick.
Don't worry, we can make do with that one.
Ah!
I can do it for you."
Reggie, protect me. You see the skeleton just look at this other skeleton, at Ryer, and just shakes his head no and just walks away. God damn you, you motherfucker!
Jewel looks at you and
Can you detach your own body parts?
I would rather not. It's painful. Although you know Reggie can. You see Reggie just takes off his arm and waves at you and puts it back on.
A pervert will think of something to do with that.
She says,
Ah,
as you hear in the corner, "You betcha I already have of at least 10 different things."
Ah, God. He just shoves himself in the corner even more somehow.
As the door bursts open, "Am I late?" says your sister.
Jewel looks around. Is Alpha Knight back yet?
Yeah, it looks like he's back as he's just kind of folding his arms, just shaking his head at everything he's been watching for the past 10 seconds.
You see Reggie just walks over and just offers Alpha Knight a cigarette.
He says, "Can't smoke at school and it's a bad habit to get into."
You see Reggie just kind of like, you see the skeleton just kind of like look at Alpha Knight with just a, with just a, come the fuck on, man, and just walks away.
He just kind of chuckles. As she's like, "Oh, thank goodness, I'm not late. Looks like it's gonna get started. So you wouldn't believe what I did, brother. Big brother." We lost
Anything illegal?
you. No, I just said I went to Bombshell and pretended I had a hurt leg. And then she put her boobs on my face, and I felt so much better. Well, okay, I wasn't hurting, but I just felt better from that. I just thought you wanted to know.
I wonder how many times you'll be able to get away with that before she figures out what you're doing.
She figured out instantaneously. She did. That's how she had to heal me, you see, because she said pervert smashed me with her fist, not anything else, unfortunately, and then she healed me afterwards. So that's what happened.
Right.
So the answer is no, I can't get away with it, but it still means I get boobs in the face. She giggles.
You see the skeleton is just staring at her. And just shakes his head and just walks out of the room. God damn it, Reggie, what the fuck are you doing?
As you
Hey,
say,
Nico, want to go bowling?
I'm done.
You son of a bitch.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry,
I'm
but
dying.
that reminds me of that so badly.
Don't worry.
I can't even. Oh gosh.
Don't worry. Don't worry, that's kind of how I meant.
So perfect. And as you guys are having your little discourse, Alpha Knight just goes, "Anyways, let's move on to the next fight. And this is unbecoming of his heroes."
Oh, hey, old man. How you doing?
Well, considering you finally made it.
Hey, I've been here all time.
Yes,
I
filling
just-
out paperwork.
No, I've been here the whole time. I literally just couldn't get here because, god damn it, there's so many people.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's so many women. I mean, people that were in my way. Yes, people, just normal people. Definitely not raving fangirls. God damn, what the fuck.
He says, "You'll understand my pain one of these days."
No, man, like I'll never understand a lot of the shit you go through.
I
You'll
said,
know.
"Don't worry. When you become a pro hero, you'll understand." As he goes, anyways, he takes off his white helmet with his hand. You hear the tss as it again depressurizes, and he puts it on his shoulder, snaps his fingers again, and begins the countdown. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, begin. The next battle begins as you see these two are having a conversation. Of course, this conversation seems like it's only one-sided as you see that our dear friend is just talking. Like they keep talking. One guy's talking. Justin Berkdale is just talking. But it looks like he's changing facial features each time he talks. And the other guy, Julius, he just looks confused. Like he's got his mouth agape and just slowly walks into the building as Justin keeps talking. Not realizing that Justin has moved on at this point. As he walks into the building alone, a giant cow enters the room and attempts to skewer him. Of course, he smashes him with his flail and sends him flying through the second building, the second layer of the building. As Dogman, pouncing across the walls, starts trying to get the upper hand on him, jumping everywhere. Of course, this is soon interrupted by a flail to the face and sends him flying in another direction. He slowly walks to the hostage and then flails the hostage and then carries the unconscious hostage back to the guy who's still been talking this entire time, this 20-minute fight, and just says, "Oh, well, you hear audibly, oh, I guess you did it."
I want to know what that guy was talking about. Can I read his thoughts? Or are we too far away?
You're way too far away.
Darn!
Leading for another success for the hero team. And with the Alpha Knight just kind of is like, for a quirkless guy, he did pretty good.
I look slightly shocked. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did I?
Interesting.
Either way, any critiques that our quirkless friend Julius could have received?
Nah, man, he actually, I mean, maybe not flailing the hostage, but otherwise I think he did pretty good.
He says, to be frank, these are the prisoners from the local prison. That prisoner was going to shoot him. He saw it coming a mile away, so he flailed him before he had a chance. So we're going to give him marks for that.
I don't know.
So just for clarification, everybody else knows this, but just so we're clear. Any other critiques, valid criticisms for our either the quirkless hero or Justin, who literally did nothing?
Maybe I have a point on the villains. Maybe they should have tried to do 2-on-1, better odds that way.
That's a good criticism for the villains. The villains didn't have a good synergy, it seems like. They thought that maybe it seems that they underestimated the quirkless guy. After all, that's quite common nowadays. They are the first quirkless heroes that have entered this school. But they should have kept that in mind as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does the quirkless kid have a utility belt or anything?
No, just a giant flail. Like,
All right,
bigger than the
Jules
one in
gonna say-
ReZero.
Yeah. I haven't watched that, so...
Bummer.
Let's see. But yes, Jewel will say,
He should buy himself a pouch or utility belt or something. For a quirkless hero, versatility would be key, so he should probably keep a bunch of gadgets on him.
That is quite the valid criticism, and I would agree with you. I'll make sure to give him that as an actual critique. Does anyone have any critiques for our... he doesn't quite say... you see Alpha Knight pause for it, and it looks like he wants to say something, but he just says, our talks to himself a lot hero, Justin.
I'll raise my hand and say he shouldn't talk to himself during a fight.
No, that was obvious. Perhaps I was looking for something deeper, but that's fine. I'll go collect the unconscious ones. He flies out the window again.
You just see Ryer in the corner with Reggie next to him. I have no idea what she's talking about. Talking to herself is totally fine. And you see you see Reggie just like sarcastically going, like nodding his head, going, not saying anything, but just going, yeah.
I'm sorry, Reggie. Whenever you start to do that, I get curious. So
She's gonna mind rape you.
You're using that on Reggie? On
Don't
the
worry.
skeleton?
don't worry, she'll wear protection.
So should I?
You roll.
if it makes you
She.
if it makes you feel better, I've done this to every player.
I mean, you're doing it to Reggie, right? The skeleton?
Yeah, the one who was talking about talking to himself.
Oh no, not Reggie.
That's Ryer. That's Ryer. Ryer's the one who's talking about talking to himself. Reggie is just this. Reggie's a skeleton that says nothing.
And is nodding along sarcastically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am doing it to the one who is talking to himself.
Okay, this one?
Yes. Iron
Yes.
So
Will.
I guess, yeah. Issue my iron will. Where is my sheet? There's my sheet. How much iron will do I have? I have 1, because I'm a scrub.
So 3 dice.
3 sixes, please.
Close enough.
No.
You got a
Terrible.
1, 2, 3. That's pretty impressive.
Except it wasn't in the right order.
That's fair. And with that, what was your surface level thought right now?
I don't It's like, yeah, I don't talk to myself. I talk to the skeleton, even though I control him. Maybe. Do I really control him? I'm not sure. I mean, he does. It's just kind of a weird internal monologue of like, do I really control anybody?
Or does he control me?
Or does he control me? Oh no, he doesn't control me. I'm the one with the clerk here.
All right, I'm gonna shrug and be like, well, okay, that was completely pointless.
In translation, you just wasted your time for about 5 minutes listening to that.
Yep, basically.
At this point, you should be used to this. Honestly, I don't expect what I don't know why you keep expecting to find something useful.
I just my character's gonna be curious.
Surface level thoughts are not usually very helpful. That's why it's so easy to read them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be.
Sometimes, but very rarely. That's why I gotta read those repressed thoughts, the thoughts that they're keeping deep buried.
Too bad. That's the same thoughts.
Are they?
For Ryer right now, yeah.
I would have to argue against that, but we'll get into that later. She's not gonna do that. She generally doesn't.
That's fair.
Anyways, with that, Alpha Knight comes back in, unless anyone wants to do anything special. Besides, Layla's been trying to make advances, but your skeleton's doing a good job of playing body double.
You would assume Reggie is playing a body double? You assume too much of him.
I mean, I don't
No,
want to be
mostly it's
racist,
Ryer just running around the room away, and Reggie's just sitting there smoking a cigarette.
Okay, then she's just chasing you like, I will have sex with you. You can't stop me.
No, I don't do this to me. Ah!
Eventually, Alpha Knight does come in and say, would you two knock it off? This is very unbecoming of you.
She's the one who's acting crazy, goddammit.
And what happens when someone acts crazy in front of you? As a hero, you should take responsibility. No, I don't mean marry her.
I literally haven't done anything. This is just how she's acting.
That's my point. You did
can't
nothing.
pin me. You can't pin this on me.
No, this is a learning lesson for you. The point is you did nothing.
It's not my problem. She's supposed to be a hero too, isn't she? Isn't there supposed to be a
He
lesson
kind of
of
raises his finger and then he puts it down for a second. It's just like, yes. Layla, you are a hero, right? Layla's just like, of course, as she's, petting a puppy in her hand and brushing it. I am a hero.
Yeah, sure. But what... I'd fine, whatever.
As the puppy slowly melts into a bloody puddle in front of you.
Damn it. I wanted to... He just walks over... No, he actually doesn't walk over. It just turns into a bloody puddle. Like, damn it. That would have been a good skeleton. Why'd you have to waste a good skeleton like that?
Because it's my literal flesh. It's a mimic ability. Jeez.
Damn it.
You couldn't even turn into a skeleton even if I killed... Okay, if I killed myself, maybe you could turn me into a skeleton. Oh, and then we could have skeleton babies.
It sure doesn't work like that.
It will in my world.
God, you... Yeah, you know what? Don't argue with the crazy person. Just don't do it. Just accept. He doesn't say that out loud. He just kind of like whispers to himself, "Don't argue with the crazy person."
I'm gonna mentally say to it, "Do it, please. You've been doing us all a favor."
Jewel looks at Layla and says,
"You spend a lot of time on Wattpad, don't you?"
Oh, I'm sorry. Repeat that last part. Out of game.
You spend a lot of time on Wattpad, don't you?
What's a Wattpad out of game?
It's a site where anyone can write stories.
It's a fanfiction site.
fanfiction.net, but it doesn't have to be fanfiction.
Then the answer is yes. She does spend a lot of time out of game. Back in game, she says, no, as she begins typing on her phone.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
As she says, and send. So definitely no.
I still don't believe you.
It doesn't matter if you believe me, because guess what? Everyone's going to believe a woman, and Alpha Knight just shakes his head. Look, that's not going to cut it here at this school. You see Reggie's just looking... You see just Reggie is just looking over her shoulder as she's typing up this fanfic. As she is typing the fanfic, Julie, you do find her multiple accounts, all 5 of them.
Why do you even have that many?
So I can create a more intricate story with myself, so people think I'm a collaborative writing genius, even though it's all porn.
I'm surprised you haven't been monetized. You haven't, have your stuff taken off the site.
Oh, they did. I lost 10 of my accounts already. Bummer.
Good.
They'll never catch me alive. Alpha Knight's just like, okay,
Heh?
we need to
That's
get going, everyone. If you want to actually make it back home for dinner, on me.
that's I don't eat. I will talk anyways. That's what they said about me, that they'd catch me alive. Jokes on them, eh?
The room was definitely
Thor is
silent.
in the room, right?
Who's in the room?
Thor.
Thor's currently unconscious, so no.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm guessing the kitty girl is in the hospital with him.
Since she was fine,
Most
she's in the room with you. These are all the
Well-
people in the room so far.
Well, don't you remember they're kind of sort of dating? Wouldn't she be like?
Oh yeah,
super
that would
worried?
make sense. So yeah, she would definitely not be there.
God damn it, Red. Remember what your characters have done.
And now,
Yeah,
You
no,
gotta
that's
know
just-
who they're fucking at all times.
I was like,
and now
that makes
another one.
sense.
And now another one's bite to dust, and another one gone.
Another one gone.
I'm ashamed of
Another one bites
myself.
the dust.
How could I forget about the cutest moment in this game was them dating?
Anyways,
Jewel,
Yeah, let's-
you are now the GM. I can no longer GM this game.
just
Nuke
keep
all
notes.
Guys, the end.
Just keep notes on everything.
I did. I have notes on all their profiles.
But yes, moving along.
Moving along, Alpha Knight just, again, grabs his white helmet with his bare hands, pulls it to the side, it depressurizes, pops it off, and he's like, okay, snaps his fingers, and the timer starts once again. Beginning the final match with Layla and Jack Bauer versus Dusty and the technically combined team, which they're going under the name of Ubermensch.
This should be fun.
As you see Layla basically glop Jack as you kind of see him struggling and trying to throw her off, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" You see him like mouth those words, looking frustrated. She just shrugs and then just walks inside. He pulls out his massive flail and follows alongside her. Of course, then you see a small miniature mech. It's not just enough to fit into the building. Run in and just start gatting with the gun. Get. And like creating massive holes in the walls. They're all ducking, diving, and dipping. You see your sister riding on top of the mech, like patting it, going, faster. Get. And they're just like tag teaming. The flail guy's having a hard time getting footing. Layla shapeshifts into something that you guys didn't expect that she could shapeshift into, as she shapeshifts into Alpha Knight.
What?
And then she snaps her fingers. The mech begins to crumble a bit, like it's starting to get crushed under like serious weight. Then you see the Alpha Knight cough up a ton of blood, and then she like instantly falls unconscious.
Jokes on you, girlie.
But the mech looks like it's completely inoperable. At least it looks fine. It just looks like most of its motor functions have been completely shut down. Kato pops out of the mech. Well, doesn't pop out of the mech. You kind of hear over an intercom, which somehow through the radio waves interfaces with the intercom in here. And he says, "I'm too tiny. I can't get out of the mech, but I can still auto fire with the remains of the cannon ammo. Good luck." She says, "No problem," as she slaps down this giant sound wave system and then turns it on. Whoop, 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 whoop. And you see the guy with the flail holding his ears, as like you can see blood trying to trickle off his ears as he throws the flail but misses. It's just too much sound, as eventually he starts gurgling and foaming at the mouth and passes out. And then she gives a thumbs up to the camera, and Alpha Knight just kind of like looks at the screen, kind of a little amazed, and says, "Well, that's
Ryder's just laughing in the background.
something else. No one expected that."
My mouth is literally agape.
Nah. Like, Kyle should have known that copying your body would have huge physical ramifications.
I will admit, I mean, like with my own, she only used a fraction of my power. I could have easily taken down that mech instantaneously. But again, a fraction of my power to any normal person is too stressful.
She overextended. You need to be careful about that when you're using a mimicry quirk. She also needs to control her impulses.
I would agree. Her impulses to sexually assault her teammate was not wise.
You also might not want to copy somebody who's 80 years old.
I would agree. She probably was feeling the effects of being much older and not knowing how to control an older body. Either way, I find it's still interesting, though, that she was able to shapeshift into me. I'm impressed, even for a few seconds. Either way, the critiques are valid here. The heroes went in and tag teamed the best they could, and it was very nifty to use an overwhelming strategy, but due to not knowing how to control it, it seems that the tech wizards had the upper hand. Well, I dubbed them Tech Wizard Team. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nah, it makes sense.
I nod in agreement.
With that, though, he's just like, I better get back and collect them real quick. Continue to talk amongst yourselves. We'll be getting ready for the dinner shortly.
At least I won't have to deal with the mech for it. Oh, God. Throws me through a fucking trip every time.
Mm-hmm. And you hear over your intercom, Jewel, I did it, big brother, I did it!
I noticed.
Did you see? I had it calibrated for quirkless people this time. It wouldn't have been very effective against people with quirks. Glad Layla took herself out. It's a good thing too, because I did not want to see the penis again. Ah.
Hey, you, gas mask guy. Reggie, get out of the way.
It's out of game. Jewel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is yours just
Joel looks up.
Sorry. Go with what you were saying.
Looks up at you and says,
What?
Is your sister a lesbian?
What gave that away?
Just asking. Well. Good job, Red.
I meant to click on the other role player's refuge.
Good job.
Lol.
Anyways, don't worry. I have a keen mind for these sort of things. You can tell he's joking about this. No, he's just wondering. Anyways, see you later. He slowly inches away. Reggie, get the hell out of my way. Reggie just stands there, smacks him across the face.
Big brother, I need your help.
What's happening now?
Kato's crying.
Kato's, who's Kato?
The guy in the mech.
Oh, if he dies, can I have his...
Someone gives you a dirty look in the room.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Joel
Says he's probably pretty attached to the AI in that mech. Think you can patch it up?
I'll try. Give me a second.
Oh, hey! You should tell her that the powers that the AI in the mech, she might be more remote at that.
What?
Also, the AI is
female.
if that helps.
Something's not right. This AI, it's not normal. It's partially living.
No, I'm not surprising.
It's
Hmm.
Kato's explaining it to me. The reason why he's upset is if the AI goes critical, well, her sister will die.
The AI sister? What?
No, I'm sorry. Again, I don't know if he can hear. Jewel, can he hear this?
I assume she's talking to me directly.
She's talking to you through an intercom system. She's actually still in the building. She gave you like walkie-talkie for you to talk to her to, just in case she ever got in trouble.
In that case, I would assume not. No.
Okay, so William, you're gonna have to wait unless he gives you.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's something.
Well,
He's saying that that's his sister. The AI is the remembrance of his dead sister. At least she's still alive through the AI, but it contains portions of her still alive brain cells, and he's not doing so hot. He can't do any work on her right now while they're in this tiny form. Big brother, I need your help. I think I can help him from the outside, but please, is there any way you can get to get to our apartment place and well our place that we're living and get a special screwdriver for me? It's a sonic screwdriver.
I'm on it.
But you've got to be quick. He's saying the AI will go critical in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Jewel looks anywhere around the room.
Anyone got a quirk that can teleport or make people move faster?
Uh,
Let's.
I mean, in theory, if you want to have a fast trip, I can get them out to throw you.
Carmine raises his hand shakingly, and he's like, "I can help you with that."
Oh yeah.
Jewel looks at him and says,
Don't worry, Cal will keep an eye on you.
Okay, thank you. It's just, I'm sorry, I don't know if this will work, but he sketches. It takes him about 5 minutes to get the sketch done, and then he pulls out Goku. And he tears out the page and puts it in his backpack. And at that point, you hear a familiar voice from Dragon Ball Z. It says, "Are you ready to go?"
Ready as
I'll
ever be.
He puts his hand on your shoulder and puts 2 fingers on his head. And just as you blink, you're now in your sister's room. And he says, "I don't have much time in this reality. Take what you need."
Yeah.
I immediately grab the screwdriver she needs and
Which
a few other
screwdriver?
tools. The sonic screwdriver.
Okay, just making sure.
And a few other tools just in case she needs them. Save us having to come back.
All right. As you grab the tools, again, Goku puts his hand on your shoulder and then puts his 2 fingers on his forehead. And as you blink, you're now in the building where she's at. And you see, like, the AI's twitching and it's, like, leaking fluids everywhere. She's, like, putting duct tape where the fluids is coming out. She's like, all I brought was duct tape. I need the sonic screwdriver, quick. Is that Goku?
Jewel hands it to her and says,
Says, focus. If you need... This will go faster if I help you. Tell me what to do.
Okay, I need you to insert... Oh, you brought the other screwdriver I didn't tell you about? Great. Oh, and you brought the other one I didn't tell you about? That's perfect, too. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so you got all the screwdrivers I need. Okay, grab screwdriver beta 13 and insert it into this part. And then so I'll use the sonic screwdriver on the count of 3. And then she goes through this long list of things to better help. And Kato gives you some directions, too. It takes you about another 5 minutes, but I do need you to make an intelligence roll. Nerds!
Alright.
Or like if you have inventor or smart, any of them will do.
Yeah. Given the given the situation at hand, would I be able to apply my quirk to this because I have more time?
I would, though you may lack the technical knowledge since you're getting the instructions from technical people. Yes, you would be able to think very clearly through their instructions. You may add 1 dice to her roll.
Alright.
along with your quirk.
To her roll, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let's see. I have a 1 in smart as well.
Okay, so your quirk plus smart, you can add that to the roll.
Okay. Go right ahead then. Are you asking me to roll?
Yeah. Oh, right. You're not on roll 20.
No, I am.
Oh,
I'm just confused. You're telling me to add to her roll, and
Yes.
then you want me to roll.
yes.
So I only add the quirk to her roll, or both our rolls.
Just do a roll with with your quirk and smart. So 2d6
Okay.
plus smart plus quirk,
All right.
and then it will add to her result. Oh,
That is I think that's let's see, 4. Yeah, that's a 6. That's
6.
all right. So since you both got a 6, here's how I'm going to phrase it. On your side, you did your part as what you needed to get done, and she did her part for what needed to get done. It wasn't anything fabulous, and it was pretty much a patch job. But Kato's tears eventually dry up as you can hear him like saying, "Thank you so much. My name's Kato. I don't think I've met either of you yet. Thank you."
No, there was a brief few seconds from back in the exam, but that's about it.
My AI remembers well. Her voice box is currently broken, or she'd be speaking as you hear a muffled. So as I was saying, her voice box is broken, and I just want to thank you. I couldn't have lost my sister again.
No thanks needed.
Your sister gives a thumbs up. I'm sure you can see that through the AI's kind of cracked monitor, but just know if she's single, I'm ready to mingle. Kato doesn't say anything to that. He's just like, the fuck?
I'm warning you now, she will fucking AI.
Well, I'll make sure that Friday stays clear of her, he says audibly. That's no fair. That's sexist.
Wait, who says that?
A Jewel sister.
Dusty.
Come on, big brother. We're not going to stay around a bunch of sexists. I'll be back for you later, she whispers. And then goes,
Yeah. Joel just puts his hands in his pockets, walks back to the monitoring room.
And with that, you make it back as Alpha Knight's now returned and says, all right, seems everyone's gone to the infirmary and had time to, well, heal up their wounds. So as promised, due to me hosting this event and taking up your time, we're going to be having dinner on me. I made sure to get it catered.